Team users' defense and depth shut down Nikola Jokic and Serbia. Anthony Davis, Bam Adebayo, and Stephen Curry all play key roles in Team users' exhibition victory over Serbia. Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. There's finally a method to making Nikola Jokic feel discomfort, show vulnerability, and ultimately fall victim to a greater force. And it's a method only Team user can provide. Because when you can throw not one, not two, but three superior big man defenders in his face, well, what's a three-time NBA MVP to do? Other than miss 13 of 19 shots, that is. As it were, the Olympic warm-up game between Jokic and Team USA amounted to nothing special. He was neutralized Wednesday, and Team USA was satisfied with the most important result, stemming from a Breezy 105-79 victory over Serbia at Etihad Arena. Specifically, the Anthony Davis-Bam Adebayo tandem off the bench not only forced Nikola into tough shots and little impact, but for the last 2 weeks have displayed what this team will be all about at the Olympics: defense and depth. As user coach Steve Kerr said, "We have plenty of guys who can score. That's not a problem for us. We want defense, defense, defense." He added, "The identity of our team is the depth. The strength of our team is the depth." Davis satisfied both of those qualities with a 90-second sequence where he came off the bench and blocked Jokic twice, then forced him into a tough shot that led to an Anthony Edwards dunk. Everything that Kerr has wanted from this team was showcased right there. Yet, there was more. Adebayo also supplied interior help, and a tone was set. Plus, he surprisingly was aggressive offensively from deep, connecting on a three-pointer to open his scoring, added 2 more, and finished with 17 points. Once Davis and Adebayo entered the game halfway through the first quarter, they immediately seized control and helped build a 14-point halftime lead. "Together they are really something," said Kerr. Davis, who finished with 6 blocks against Serbia, and Adebayo may be so complementary that Kerr could keep them stashed on the second unit for the Olympics. Davis can make a case as the starting center, mainly because he has impressed at both ends. Instead, Kerr for the third straight game had Embiid with LeBron James and Steph Curry, and said, "We do have options, but I like those three." One of Team User's mandates for Paris, and perhaps the most important one, is to cast a large flex in the paint. They lacked muscle last year at the World Cup, but that was the B team that offered only Adebayo as a proven symbol of resistance. Once the Americans put the full-court press on Embiid and won his commitment for Team USA, Embiid could have played for France. A big question mark was erased. Then, it was just a matter of penciling in Davis, and suddenly, User's front line was fortified by 3 all-stars. And for Jokic, the depth that was missing from Team USA at the World Cup was a problem Wednesday. Just having Davis back there for rim protection, it's a big help, Adebayo said. Not only that, but him being versatile, being able to switch defensively 1 through 5. Understand that Jokic has a rich history of one-upping American centers in his day job with the Nuggets. It's how he built his reputation as not only the most decorated big man currently active in the game, but arguably the world's greatest regardless of position. Davis, Embiid, and Adebayo have historically been able to shut down just about every other big man on the planet except one. Jokic has a strong track record against all three. Asterisk Jokic versus Davis. Jokic sent him home twice the last 2 years, most famously in the 2023 Western Conference Finals, when he was named the series MVP. His step-back, fadeaway three-pointer dropped over Davis' desperate reach to beat the 24-second clock buzzer in Game 4 of that sweep became the signature moment. Jokic vs Embiid. The Sixer actually enjoyed a few monster performances against Jokic, both in their last meetings, 47 points and 18 rebounds in one, and 41 and 10 assists in the other. Embiid is also 6-2 head-to-head record against Jokic, but those numbers don't reflect the real head-to-head. That's 3 MVPs for Jokic to Embiid's 1. The one Embiid did capture, Jokic was a close runner-up. Jokic versus Adebayo. The masterclass of Jokic's career came at the expense of Adebayo. In the 2023 NBA Finals, Adebayo actually was solid in that series, and the only consistent player for the Heat, averaging nearly 22 points and 12.4 rebounds. But Jokic, around 30 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists, and 1.4 blocks on 58% and 42% shooting. And yet, when confronted with all three Wednesday, Nikola met more than his match. Fast finish. Compared to a 6-point, somewhat suspenseful, and definitely sloppy win Monday over Australia, this contest was comfortable. Against the Aussies, the Americans relaxed in the fourth quarter and had 18 turnovers for the game. This time, Kerr put the starters, Embiid, Curry, LeBron, Drew Holiday, and Jason Tatum, back into the game with 6.5 minutes left, if only to send his team a message about finishing strong. When LeBron dunked off a lob and Holiday threw a backflip pass for a Curry three-pointer, message was received. Return of the splash. This was also a comeback game for Steph Curry, if only because he was uncharacteristically chilly 2 nights earlier against Australia, missing 5 of his 6 shot attempts. Well, Curry beat his point total less than 2 minutes into a strong start against the Serbs. It was one three-pointer, followed by another, then another, etc. By halftime. Curry had delivered a clean 18 points in just 11 minutes, his strongest stretch in these showcase games by far. It was a strange sight, though, because with Kerr still sampling lineups, Curry actually sat along with the other starters after that stretch, something that would never happen in a Warriors game. But again, depth. Underscore 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 underscore. London calling. It's now off to London for Team USA at its final 2 exhibitions against South Sudan and Germany. The reception paid to this team has been strong so far. Las Vegas had a full house, with former President Barack Obama watching from courtside. As for Abu Dhabi, what was most impressive for the 2 games was how fans lined up for 90 minutes in the sweltering humidity before the doors opened. London will be a case study, if only because England has never shown a deep passion for basketball. There's scant talent development at the grassroots level, and the jerseys worn by soccer stars are vastly more popular in the stores and on the backs of fans. Plus, Germany and South Sudan aren't expected to be medal contenders in Paris. But the global pull of Curry and LeBron should never be underestimated. The USA men play Saturday and Monday, then will stay behind for the women's game Tuesday against Germany before departing for Paris.